Going live as I do every weekday to talk about trademark law. Yesterday, I talked about the word orange as a trademark. And when I was doing the research for my daily live, I noticed in the record that the field was very crowded. What does that mean? It means that there are many marks in the trademark database that either have the word orange in them or are just the word orange all by themselves. In fact, the word orange has 34 live trademarks, and there are 1,318 live trademarks with the word orange in them. What does that mean for the prospective trademark registrant? Well, it means that if you're using the word orange in your proposed trademark, you might have a hard time finding a combination of orange and something else that doesn't conflict with an existing registration. Now, it's vitally important that you ensure before you file that application that your proposed mark doesn't conflict with any existing marks. If it does, what will happen is when the trademark examiner does their search, and they do a very thorough search, they may find a conflict, and they will send you about 4 months after you give them the application, they'll send you what's called an office action, and you will be invited to reply and argue about why your mark should register despite whatever it was that the examiner found in the record. Now, people often come to me after they have either filed the trademark application themselves or had an inexperienced attorney file it for them. And I have to give them the bad news. Frequently, when I look at the office action, what I see is that there's no argument that I can make with a straight face, and I always do the straight-faced arguments because it's public record, and I'm not going to put some lame-o argument on the public record so that other people can see what a crappy attorney I am for having made that argument, right? So I have to tell them, look, I'm sorry, there is no argument, no valid argument that I can make to counter this registration, this pre-existing registration, or sometimes multiple registration that the examiner found in the record. You're just going to have to reapply. Now, what does that mean for my client? What it means is they're going to have to pay a new filing fee because you don't get that back, okay? You get one bite at the apple, and if your application gets rejected, that's it. You don't pass go, you don't collect $250, you just start again. And it also means that they've spent the 4 months between the time that they filed the application and the time that they got the rejection, because that's how long it takes to go through the trademark examiner's queue, right? About 4 months. They've spent that 4 months investing in a brand that they cannot protect. Okay, so now what they've got to do is they've got to select a new brand. They've got to rebrand everything. Maybe all of their social media platforms are named for the brand that was rejected. Maybe they've got logos. Maybe they've got products produced. Maybe they've got, videos out, like this video is branded Trademark Doctor. If I had to change the brand, it would be a real problem for me because I've got so much invested in this one. So it means a lot of expense for the client that could have been avoided had they just done a trademark search in the beginning. And that's my job. My job is to make sure that when you apply to register a trademark, that it's going to go through. Now, I don't promise anything because every now and again, the examiners surprise me with the stuff that they dig up. But you're going to have a much better chance of getting the mark through if you have somebody file it that knows how to do a good search and knows what they're doing, knows how to evaluate the search, right? If you don't know how to evaluate the search, what good does it do to do one in the first place? So my job is to help entrepreneurs navigate that whole process. And if you have questions about trademark law, feel free to go to my page at TrademarkDoctor.net /contact, book a consultation with me. Sorry, it's Friday and I've run out of words. book a consultation with me and see what I think, okay? Because oftentimes people will come to me with trademarks and I'll say, I'm sorry, you're just not going to be able to use that mark with those goods, right? Because it's descriptive or some other reason. And then it helps them because they know that before they go to apply for the trademark. Saves them time, saves them money. I'm Angela Langlotz and I go live every weekday. If you like this video, share it. You can find me online at TrademarkDoctor.net. If you like my Facebook page at facebook.com/TrademarkDoctor, you'll be notified every time I go live. If you like this video, share it.